Our seventh female architect is Gertrude E. Comfort, known more by her married name Gertrude Comfort Morrow, and she was born February 13, 1888, in San Francisco. Her parents were John Vancott Comfort and Mary Elizabeth Comfort, both from the state of New York. Gertrude attended Alameda High School, about 16 miles east of San Francisco, and then the University of California, Berkeley. In 1913, while still at UC Berkeley, she received her BA with honors in architecture and 1 year later earned a master's degree in architecture. She was the second woman at Berkeley to earn such a graduate degree. Interestingly, while still a university student, Gertrude entered and won a contest to design the coat of arms crest for the girls' sorority Gamma Phi Beta, and her crest is still used by that organization yet today in 2016. A free image of the crest was not available. A copyright is in force, but I can describe the coat of arms as follows. The prominent part of the organization's crest is a shield. On the left part of the shield are 3 pink carnations. This is the official flower of the sorority. The carnation is considered one of the most durable flowers, and its scent is considered motivating and uplifting. Supposedly, the carnation first appeared from the Virgin Mary's tears, and this makes the flower symbolic of a mother's undying love. On the shield's lower right is a crescent moon, the official symbol of the organization. In fact, the newspaper of the national organization is called the Crescent. An open book is shown in the upper right portion of the shield. A lamp is placed at the top of the shield, and the Greek letters for Gamma Phi and Beta are given at the shield's bottom. Except for the pink of the flowers, the colors used are brown and mauve, a light brown that appears almost gold. The Berkeley chapter of Gamma Phi Beta is located at 2732 Channing Way, and 2 photos of the building now follow. After graduation, Gertrude was employed in the office of Henry H. Gutterson and continued there until she earned her architectural license in 1916. She was the 7th woman to be so registered in California. In 1917, Gertrude opened her own firm, and the November 1917 issue of Architect and Engineer indicated that her offices were in the financial district of the city, San Francisco. Gertrude apparently supervised the development of St. Francis Wood, an area where Ida McCain, see previous video, also designed some homes. Gertrude possibly designed 10 homes in St. Francis Wood and vicinity, and the following sum of photos show 3 of them. In 1920, Gertrude married architect Irving Morrow, and their daughter was born in 1922. They soon opened their firm Morrow & Morrow in September of 1925, and this is when Gertrude assumed her professional name, Gertrude Comfort Morrow. It fairly sings, doesn't it? From then on, the 2 of them worked on projects individually and together. One of the projects Gertrude did by herself was the Monrovian Seminary and College for Women in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. There were no available photos for this property. Nevertheless, in 1929, Gertrude also designed the Women's Athletic Club in Oakland, about 12 miles northeast of San Francisco, though this property is known as the Bellevue Club today. You can see how the building appeared in 2016 by means of the following 3 photos. During the years 1930 to 1937, both Irving and Gertrude assisted in the design of the Golden Gate Bridge, though Gertrude did not receive formal credit. However, their daughter has given evidence, a letter, that establishes Gertrude's involvement. In fact, the daughter is quoted as saying, I'm sure that she had her hand in it. The Morrow's contribution was the walkways, railings, lighting, Art Deco towers, the international orange color. Some did not believe that paint could withstand the salt mist. In actuality, it could not, requiring the bridge be continually repainted. 2 photos of the Golden Gate Bridge now follow. The 2 Morrows also worked together to design the Alameda Contra Costa County building for the 1939 World's Fair, the Golden Gate International Exposition on Treasure Island, though this building is no longer standing. In addition, it was in the early 1930s that the Morrows designed a home for composer Henry Cowell in the Forest Hill area of San Francisco. This was done in the international style, and you can see how the property at 171 San Marcos Avenue appeared in 2016 by means of the following 2 photos. This home is unusual because of its more modern styling. Most homes by the Morrows were much more conventional. Gertrude Comfort Morrow was a member of the Architectural Institute of America and the Association of Women in Architecture. Furthermore, Gertrude Morrow received high praise for her 1939 entry into the Small House competition for the Ladies' Home Journal. Her entry was entitled "A Place for Everything in Place." In fact, one person said of Gertrude's entry, "Probably no man could have planned this house." It was interesting following Gertrude's life by means of U.S. Census information, and some of that data now follows. 1900 census, listed as Gertrude E. Comfort, age 12. Lived with John Comfort, age 48, and Mary E. Comfort, age 45. Birthplace of Gertrude's mom and dad were listed as New York. Dwelt on the Alameda, about 16 miles east of San Francisco. 1910 census, dwelt on Broadway Avenue in Oakland, showed Gertrude as age 22, lived with John V.C. Comfort, age 56, and Mary E. Comfort, age 55. There was some age discrepancy with the husband and wife. 1920 census, listed as Gertrude E. Comfort, age 30, she was actually 32, dwelt on Bulow Street, San Francisco, lived with John V. Comfort, age 68. This is probably the correct age. Listed Gertrude as an architect. Irving Morrow died in 1952, and Gertrude closed their company Morrow & Morrow. She then ceased the practice of architecture and became a prize-winning ballroom dancer. In addition, she was noted for her watercolor landscape paintings. Gertrude died during October of 1983 in Tucson, Arizona, at the age of 95. There is no doubt that she had indeed lived a very full life.